smiles and bankrupt as well too. Okay. They had a lot of bad habits that they wanted to smile or keep. They wanted to create fake smiles behind the bad habits that they had here. And when they realized that you wouldn't fall in line, or you wouldn't conform, or you wouldn't do what they say here, they became bankrupt. Or more so, they made it a life duty or a life choice to completely bankrupt everything within their life. They depleted their energy to destroy you. Yes, they did. But the funny thing about it is that they gained their energy or their power from other people surrounding them. They loved fear. They capitalized off of fear. In many ways, shape, or form, this toxic mother or this toxic father here, they loved fear. They capitalized off of it. And by them capitalizing off of it, they were very aware that other people were afraid of them. So it made them felt very resilient or powerful, because they knew that they were doing harmful things towards the extended family. But when it came time for the extended family to speak up, no one spoke up. So put a battery in their back, a temporary battery in their back, to where they felt like they were invincible, that nothing was going to harm them or nothing, you know what I mean? And it just didn't work out in that way. More so for you, not the extended family. And again, by you speaking out in regards to what they've done, it's really breaking up this fear surrounding the actual extended family. Always partying. So you may have had a toxic mother or a toxic father here that were always partying, that are always had people inside the home, in and out the home. They may have drank a lot. They may have smoked a lot. They did a lot of young things, if that makes sense. Young, irresponsible things, I'll put it in that way. So you saw a lot of partying growing up. Or this mother figure may have never been home, or this toxic father figure may have never been home. Well, that came back out. So, okay, we have into you here. Okay, one more card, please. Groupie. So this mother or father figure actually became a groupie of yours. They're one of your biggest fans. Fake flexing, because you're able to do things that they weren't able to do. And that could be spun in many different ways. Maybe you bought a home. Maybe they don't have a home. Maybe you have children or a child, and you are 1,000,000% even much better when it comes to parenting your child or your children. You're an honest person. You're just completely different from the crop or from the rest. But with the fake flexing here and bankrupt, they may have also went bankrupt always partying, because with the fake flexing here, they had to prove themselves to their community of peers or friends or whatever here. So they may have come off as if they were always rich or very wealthy, but wealthy is a form of a spirit. Rich is a form of an energy, is a form of a spirit. You carry that, you embody that energy. They were trying to embody it, but every time they tried to embody this wealthiness here, it was always dirty. Like, if you were able to look closer or deeper into who they truly were, you always realize that this person's spirit wasn't clean. It wasn't clean at all. I mean, they may have like smoke sessions, and I ain't judging nobody that if you do your 420 and stuff, I'm not judging. I don't care about that. But I feel like what I actually am judging here is that it was always done more so profusely around like children and, certain things that children should not see. It was always done here. See, like talking mess. It was always messy, They were always messy. And they were messy with their scarcity tactics here. So the scarcity tactics that they did have was literally fear. I'm gonna cause harm to you, but then I want you to be afraid of me. I don't. It just doesn't sit well with me. It just doesn't. I don't. It just doesn't sit well with me. You trying to put me in fear because I see you for who you are, and then you're trying to oppress me because I see you for who you are. So you're trying to inflict fear on me. And they do that to try to kind of strong arm you, or to kind of like have a hold on you, and nobody could ever have a hold on me. That's just how I feel. I don't care how big you are, how small. I don't care about none of that stuff. It just doesn't faze me. Why should I be afraid of you when you hurting me? Like, again, this is all psychology, 101, 201, 301. I don't know, but it's psychology in regards to how they trying to flip the script on you. They want other people to be afraid of them, but they don't want to be afraid of others. Again, it doesn't make sense. Going back to what I stated here, there's a spiritual state and a physical state, and whatever begins in the spiritual state is going to manifest in the physical state. So if you're constantly harassing individuals and you're wanting them to be afraid of you, well, what in the flying F you think is going to happen to you? Karmic. What do you think is going to happen to you? All right, so we have grudge holder here. So they created, or they started to have a grudge over you because they realized that you saw through them talking mess. You saw past all what they have done here. That's crazy. They trying to gang up on you to make you afraid of them. Why do you need to gang up on me to make me afraid of you? Where is your true power? Where is your true confidence? So what happens if you're not afraid of them? What happens if you don't give in to what they're trying to put down or try to do towards you here? It becomes obsolete. There are many ways to do one thing. Never ever forget that. There are many ways to do one thing. And they're a perfect textbook example in regards to the many ways that they tried to do one thing towards you, which was to hurt you or harm you. That was the main goal, the main idea, the main topic. That is what they wanted for you. All because you see past their fake flexing. You see past their partying ways, their groupie ways. People going bankrupt over you because they can't subdue you. Because we all know money talks. It do. It do. And they thought that their money was long enough to where it would do a lot of talking surrounding your protection or your safety. And it didn't. Again, this is why I feel, and I'll use this as an example when it comes to dating. Be very careful when it comes to dating, because I'm one that can see past what people write, like on, just texting or whatever, just words in general, because I love words and I just love to decipher and break things down. But what I notice in regards to like dating websites and dating apps here is always some type of person looking for a God-fearing person. But when you're able to sit down and have a conversation with them, or more so break them down as to, what they say here, it really boils down to people have a lot of evil intentions. Yes, they do. Most people have evil intentions. Do they execute on their evil intentions? Well, then that depends, because of course there's many stipulations surrounding that. But for the ones that actually take action surrounding the evil intentions that they have, almost always they're looking for someone to protect them from the evil thing that they're doing towards themselves and other people. That's something that I have realized. Someone that have everything to lose and don't care what happens if they lose everything is a person that you should not be around. Someone that always want you to be obsessed over them is someone that you don't want to have around you. I don't want anyone that's obsessed with me to be around me. And the moment that you say something like, I'm obsessed with you, yeah, I actually take that very strongly. I don't take that lightly. I really don't. Because a lot of people truly, all we really have are words. That's what we use to communicate. And some people are very poor when it comes to articulating what they're meaning or what they're wanting to say. But in the same breath and same sentence, there's also an underlying truth in regards to what they're saying or basically what they're not saying. Some people have words and they use their words as weapons. Some people use their words as, thievery or trying to take things from you, tell you sweet nothings or empty promises, things of that nature. Most people or everyone, they have all you have are words. If you want to look at it that way or break it down in that way. Some people just have just their words to do whatever they need to do. Some people use their words as a means of surviving. You came from a era or a background where you had to survive because of, could be the upbringing, or it could be a child's mother or a child's father, their family members. They ain't good as well either. So you're gonna have to take this how it resonates. But there's someone that was in your inner circle or just more so around you here that weren't doing what you were doing. Yeah, I don't have time for trash. I don't even acknowledge them anymore. I see the trash and I block them. If y'all see any more trash lingering around on YouTube, if you don't mind, just add like a little red siren emoji with their name and just get them up out of here. I don't have time for them trash degenerates. They're boring. It's the same thing day in and day out. So let them fight with the block button. Interesting. So we have a dirty offer here. The dirty offer here was more so to give to the extended family. Stay quiet. Don't say nothing. Don't this, don't that. And they stood quiet because they were paid to stay quiet. It was a reciprocal thing, but more so a negative reciprocation between the extended family and the actual family here. Money was talking. Lots of it. This is why they went bankrupt. No, I don't. So we have to pray for them. I don't pray for evil individuals. I don't pray for individuals that are intentionally trying to cause harm. I'm not going to pray for a troll. I'm not going to pray. I'm sorry. I mean, you can if you want, but when you say we, I'm not going to include myself in that. I'm not praying for individuals that are evildoers. I'm just not. That just doesn't make sense to me, because my prayers are very strong. And if I pray for you, that means I want the best for you. And I'm not going to waste my good energy or my prayers on someone that don't want the best for themselves. So respectfully, I have to disagree with you. I'm the type that if you're doing something weird, you're going to learn. And I'm going to make sure that you're going to learn, because I'm going to always keep my size 12 on your neck. That's just me. So that's how I feel about that. Pray for them. No. They can't even pray for themselves. Again, and you just actually proved my point. Thank you. I'm gonna turn into a teaching moment here. So Ms. Brenda mentioned it's not a dig at you or anything like that, but I want to use it respectfully in a teaching moment here. So in regards to her saying that you should pray for them here, going back to what I stated in my notes here, most people are not aware that spirit sees all, because they don't believe in a higher source or a higher power. They didn't get that ding or that zing, or they didn't get hit on their behind yet that karma actually really works or it's really true, right? So even though they may not be aware that spirit exists, spirit still sees all. They even see their evil doings, meaning spirit, right? So most people feel that if they don't get caught in the 3D, they will never get caught. So they do things as such as, that's why most of them were hiding or love to hide behind some form of religion, or would love to link up with someone like you because you have some form of a protective spirit to you, or protective skill set towards you here. And they will do a lot of things to get close to you or stay close to you because they realize that if they are around you, they will be protected. If that makes sense. So you trying to figure out why your life is in shambles, why you're losing things, why you're losing your home, why you're this and why you're this, and you know what I mean? All these negative things are happening to you here is because you're taking a hit to your protection by protecting someone that should not be protected by you. If that makes sense. So respectfully and honestly here, going back to what you stated here, this is why I refuse to pray or say good things towards someone that know intentionally what they're doing. Again, spiritually, they may not be aware as to what they're doing. The ego is what's driving them to do harmful things towards others and themselves here. So with that being said, they're truly aware of what they're doing physically with intentions. They don't believe in the spirit, but I'm telling you guys, everything starts in the spiritual world first. Whether it's positive or negative, it's going to manifest. It's going to come down. Whether you like it or not, it's going to come down. And whatever it is, whatever frequency that you're on at that time, and that manifests here, was manifesting because of the intentions that you had, the thoughts that you had. It starts with a thought, and then you decide to see if you're going to be intentional with that actual thought or you're not going to be intentional with that thought. So that's what I mean when it comes to, this is why I refuse to pray for people that are doing foolish things in that nature. I just can't. I'm not going to waste my time and my good energy on that. It's just me. But yeah, so that's what they do. They find people with protective abilities or a God-fearing woman or a God-fearing man, and they don't pray. They don't do anything. They're specific. They want you to do these things here. They want you to take the brunt of what they're doing. They want you to protect them. They want you to speak life into them. Why would you speak life into a dead situation or a lifeless situation? And you seeing signs that this situation is completely lifeless. There's no energy. You can't revive it. You're seeing it. It's completely limp. It's done. But yet some of us, and we all been there, to the point where we actually praying over something that's really lifeless, and you seeing you literally seeing the signs. So we have haunted here. Okay, we have haunted here, and they're haunted because they realize that you know that they are played out. Roar, roar, and I'm gonna, yeah, and they're gonna because you see them for the filth that they are. That's why they're going to roar, and they being what do you call that, reptar? They try and be reptar, fake flexing. That's the only time you're going to see it, when you see them for the filth that they are. I'm not afraid of no damn reptar, okay? I'm talking about reptar from Rugrats. Yeah, you gonna have to try something else, boo. You know how the orange be real stellar. That's how they look, child. I ain't got time for that. If anything, if I see somebody act like that, I will laugh till I cry, child. Y'all know I love me. You know I love to laugh, okay? It just doesn't make sense to me. You're mad at me because we see, when I say me, generally, collectively speaking, for who resonates, of course, they're mad at you because you see them for what they are. Child, please, that's their problem. That's their fault. You don't get to do bad and evil and negativity towards someone and then get mad when they see them for what they are. I mean, what? You want me to be mad at you? That doesn't, yeah. Oh, make it make sense. Please, somebody, anybody, help me, please. Hey, boo. Captain Cook, how you doing, boo? Oh, goodness gracious. Let's keep going. Got a case. It could be an actual medical case, meaning that their Netherlands are on fire. Their patchy roots of their groin is on fire. They have a foul front, a nasty front, a frothy front, if that makes sense. They caught a case because of the dirty offer that they took. Imagine they want you to be upset that they're going out there and sleeping around on you, and they want you to be upset. Why would you be upset about that? Hear me and hear me well when I ask that question to you. I'm sincerely, genuinely asking you, Divine Collective, why would you be upset that they sleeping around on you? Let that trash do what it's doing. Let it go. Okay, you sleeping around. Who cares? Let them go. You should be more concerned of your sexual health and things of that nature, protecting yourself. If that makes sense? So you're not mad at me because I'm cheating on you? No. Actually, I'm actually glad you're doing it, because now you give me an opportunity for me to go. So thank you. Oh, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean you're not mad? Why would I be mad at what you did with your nasty friend? Make it make sense. My God. This is pathetic. Oh man, this is pathetic, child. Because when you pull away, remember, you're the one that holds or carries the protection energy that surrounds you. You are. You are the catalyst in other people's lives. They're not a catalyst. I mean, they could be, but from this perspective, as to, in regards to how I'm viewing it here, they weren't really a catalyst for you in a positive way. They weren't. All they had was negativity towards you. And they were trying to become the catalyst in that way to destroy your life. No. Absolutely not. So they thought that if they got closer to you, that nothing bad would happen to them. And that happened. So this is why most people don't see karma, is because when they link up with someone that's very spiritual or religious, take it how it resonates. But you have some form of protection background that's protecting you from the outer elements or the evil elements. They see that and they want to be close to you. They want to connect to you, or they want to siphon off of you. No. No. And be okay with saying no. No. So this mother, toxic father here, or grandmother, grandfather, take it how it resonates. They knew you had that with you here, and they try to stay close to you here by gossip, by spreading rumors, because if they thought that if they spread gossip and rumor, it was going to lead you back to them. Because again, they felt that if they destroyed your reputation, your way of living and things of that nature here, that you would not have a choice but to go back towards them. And then be more susceptible and open to the abuse that they're trying to inflict onto you. Absolutely not. No. Your divine connection protects them from the things that they're doing towards people. You're like an electrical source. You're the main power, or the generator that just never stops. You're just always regenerating over and over and over and over. And they want to ride your coattail or your energetic space because of it. You haven't noticed that if you separated, or when you separate, you're going to see how everything comes back into your good graces or great graces. That you realize that the person that you disconnected from was the reason why you couldn't manifest or live the life that you chose to live. So ignoring is here, which is the right thing to do. You starve all negative attention or evil intentions. You starve it. Because all evil intentions are to destroy or to break down something or to completely annihilate things. That's what destructive energy do. But they are a disaster or very destructive to themselves. They're in the space now that because you are ignoring them, they're being haunted because they don't know who you're talking to. They don't know what you're saying, and they know that you are aware in regards to what they have done. And that puts them in a very haunted space. They can't get to you. They can't say what they want to say. They can't this, they can't that. They can't do anything because you're not around. For the ones that's not around, if you're still around, you're going to be making an exit plan soon. Okay? You guys are on many different walks of life. So take that how that resonates. So they're trying to dirt dig up information in regards to you. What do you know? What are you saying? And it's not working because it's like you're not even there. Literally, you're not there. So they can't control what you are saying or who you are around. A mature man could have been doing this. A father figure, grandfather, uncle, however it resonates. Someone's name is Nelson, Nadira. I'm hearing Nantucket, so you could be maybe from Connecticut, or I believe Nantucket have like juices or so, I believe. Or maybe you're going to an apple orchard. You are, I said, yes, I did say Nelson. You're going to pick apples within an apple orchard. You could be a fruitarian. Maybe you're just eating fruits. Or maybe you change your diet to just raw fruits. We have family room. Family room and false person. The false person's within the family dynamic. These are the real, true, raw intentions surrounding this false person that's within the family dynamic. Or a family dynamic, taking how it resonates. Again, it could be an uncle, a grandfather, a father, a stepfather, older brother. It could be your kid's uncle. However it resonates. Take it how it resonates. Someone's name is Shonda or Siobhan or Shaka, S-H-A-K-A. Someone's name could be Shaka. I'm also hearing Shazam, Shanice with a S or a C. Someone's name is Charlie. Someone loves to sing. I'm hearing the word chanson, C-H-A-N-S-O-N. That's in French, and that means to sing. So someone loves to sing. Someone's name is Shamoy. I think I said Sharon. Someone's name is Sylvester. Or you may like Tweety and Sylvester. You may have a tattoo somewhere over your body surrounding Tweety and Sylvester. Okay, that could be your favorite cartoons. I'm also hearing chicharrones. Someone's eating Mexican food, or Mexican food could be your favorite food to eat. You could be Mexican, or you just may love, you could be from Mexico, you could be Mexican, you may have Mexican background, or you just love Mexican food. But I just heard Viva la Mexico. So take that how that resonates, okay? I keep hearing chicharron, chicharron. Yeah, chicharron. Then I see guacamole. Maybe you love guacamole. It is good. Guacamole is good. All right, what else, Spirit? What you got for me? So we got unofficial person in reverse. The family room consists of the nuclear family and the extended family, and everyone knew that they were an unofficial person. They knew, but the extended family weren't aware if you were aware, or in regards to what the nuclear family were doing, because you were young when all this was happening. So thoughts is in reverse. The extended family couldn't decipher, or they didn't know if you knew what they knew. Again, because you were young, but you were very quiet when you were young or younger. Message. Yep. So now that they got the truth, or the truth serum, or they got the message that you were telling the truth, now everyone feels guided to come towards you here, which doesn't make sense. You knew the truth, but you stood quiet. But now that you see that the collective is speaking the truth, or exposing the truth. Now you want to come back around? No, stay away. Don't hide any truth from me. Do not. And then try to come around me when someone else reveals, oh, you know, I knew that. I don't care. Stay far the fuck away from me with that BS. Because I'm going to look at you like an op. I'm so for real. Don't come around me with that. That don't make sense to me. Now you want to tell me what's going on? No, I'm okay. Stay far away. It's like somebody watching you on social media and they see you in public, but they don't ever connect with you or respond or have engagement with you, but they see you in public. Oh, I saw you with such and such, and I saw. Don't do that. Just don't. Be real. 100%. Is it hard being real? I don't know. I don't know anything about that. If it's hard to be real, I'm not on that part or that spectrum or that aspect of things. I know I'm real. I don't know what it's like to be hard to be real. I'm just real authentically. So I don't know. I can't answer that question. But some people feel it's hard to be real. Okay, I get it. But if it's so hard to be real, then be over there with the fakeness. Why are you trying to infiltrate or try to derail someone that's speaking truth or that's a real person when you know that you're not real to begin with? Stay in your fucking lane. If you know you're not real, stay in your lane and do what lames or liars do. Stay away from truthful individuals. But they can't, because something draws them into you because of the truth that you speak. Someone's name is Einstein, or maybe you were reading up on Einstein, or maybe you have a child or a grandchild that watches little Einstein. Someone's name is Barbara or Barbie. Someone's name could be actually Barbie. Someone's name is Genesis, Genevieve, Gaston, Galveston. You could be from Galveston, Texas. Someone's name is Geraldine, George, Geraldo. Gunther, Gunner. Someone's name is Giuseppe. Georgia. Someone's name, first name could be Georgia, or you could be from the state of Georgia, or you love peaches. Someone could be from Ghana. Someone loves gherkins. I believe those are pickles, right? Someone loves gherkins. I think those are a type of pickles. Help me out. Or you may be brining your chicken. Maybe you're making like homemade Chick-fil-A. Somebody's making homemade Chick-fil-A sandwiches. You may love Chick-fil-A, but maybe it's out your budget. You recreate your own recipe, okay? You could be a chef in your own home. So take that how that resonates. That's it. We got message of concern here. The message of concern here is that you were the last one that was standing that can break all of this apart here. And in regards to that here, it represents the intimidation that they have towards you here. The etymology of intimidation is actually fear. So when someone feels that they are intimidated by you, or they are, you see, you're seeing that they're exhibiting that they're intimidated by you, they fear you. They fear your truth because of the lies that they have been living. Oh, I don't want them to talk about that. I don't want them to say that. Well, I mean, they don't have a say in regards to what you do or say. Coffin and then courthouse is in reverse. They have lost this court case. Yes, they did. The court case has been placed to rest or put to rest. Take that court case however that resonates for you, because it's going to vary for many different people. But if you're going to court for whatever reason you're going to court, it is being laid to rest in your favor. Your favor, not theirs. Your favor. So take that how that resonates. I'm also hearing the name Pulaski, or maybe you live in Jersey or New York. Pulaski Skyway. I'm also seeing that. I see that bridge popping up. I see the Verrazano Bridge as well. Maybe you just rode across, or you take the Verrazano Bridge when you're in New York or leaving from New York. Take it how it resonates. I also see the George Washington Bridge as well. I see someone could be like on you could be traveling nationally. Maybe you're a truck driver. Take that how that resonates. I'm also hearing Peli Peli. That was a well-known clothing attire back in the, I believe, the 80s or the 90s, I believe, late 80s, early 90s. Peli Peli. It was a type of like clothing line. I'm being shown that. I'm seeing Ed Hardy as well. Take that how that resonate. Maybe you love Ed Hardy sneakers or his attire or his clothing. I'm also hearing Aniston. So we have imprisonment here. Okay. Yeah, okay. The imprisonment here is, why do you know what you know? Well, I mean, you were around this family dynamic. Why would you not know what you know? You were around them. Again, you may not have said anything, but you were aware to it in regards to what they were doing. They thought that something was wrong with you intellectually or audibly. Maybe you weren't able to speak until you were like maybe 4 or 5 or something like that. You may have been a late learner, but when you started to speak, it was like above your age group. We have a microscope here. Oh, thank you. Let me see. All right, she out of here. Thank you. How you gonna be Tony the Tough in the comments? That's weird. Thank you. I got it. Thank you, boo. I never understood that. You're angry in the comments? In the comments? Does that make you feel better, Alpha? I'm gonna type fast, and I hope you see it, and I hope you get mad. That's how they look. You look fucking insane, bruh. Oh God, child! All he misses is a little tinfoil hat. Yeah, and I don't like you, and I'm gonna type it out. Child, you look stupid. Oh God. Oh man, I swear, bruh. Keep them coming, collective. Thank you, boo. Oh man. And we have this right here. So this is like a worker bee, and they have been working themselves to death trying to change the narrative of the story here. And they're using, this is metaphorically speaking, they're using many different gadgets and many different pens and pencils and crayons and color pencils and things of that nature to change the narrative. They're working hard to use the mighty sword of communication to change the way people see them. Child, please. Actually, Shantae, can I make you a moderator? If you would like to be. And also Cara. Oh no, Brittany. Brittany, you be on here too. Would y'all like to be a moderator? Because sometimes my moderators are not on here, and I'm not going to press y'all. Y'all have a life. Y'all helping me. So, I'm just wondering if you guys would like to be moderators, and I will make you moderators if you'd like to be. message. You see the letter here? Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm not, y'all good. Listen, I'm the most chillest person ever. I'm not into, oh, you gotta be a moderator. I ain't like that, child. I'm chill. I promise you I'm chill. Y'all good. People got things to do. I don't expect you to live on YouTube. You know, you got stuff to do. So when you on here, you on here. That's all. Yeah, you on here, you on here. Y'all good. I'm very understanding. Trust me, I'm very understanding. All right, cool. Y'all good. Okay, gotcha. Okay, all right. So we good. You good? I'm good. So I know y'all can't be on here all the time. So, all right. So let's keep going forward. All right, there you go. All right. So yeah, radio waves or spiritual waves. We're gonna look at this as spiritual. Some of y'all are coming into your clairaudient gifts. So I'm going to break down what clairaudience means. Clairaudient means that you're actually receiving messages by auditory. You may be hearing things that you shouldn't be hearing. You could be hearing conversations. You could be hearing messages. You might be able to hear very deep within your meditative practices or your dream state. You could be just sitting down in your home and you hear someone calling your name. That's also a form of spirit as well too. If you've been calling upon a grandmother or a grandfather that has transitioned and you're asking for some form of confirmation that they are around, they're going to show you. You may have cans falling outside or falling from your cupboards, or your lights could be flickering, stuff like that. That is strong confirmation that this grandmother, I heard specifically grandmother and grandfather like together again. So you may have had a grandfather that may have passed away, you know, in a very short period or span of time. It could be from a broken heart. Take that how that resonates. But there's a grandmother and grandfather that is together and they're watching over you. So the spark that you want or the spark that you needed, they're like pushing that for you to step into your role, whatever your role is in life. Okay. Yeah, we have recycle here. You're being pushed, you're being pushed into a position where you are recycling things that no longer serves you for your highest good. And actually recycling is pretty good, to be honest, because you can have older things or things that no longer work for you, and you can break that down and you can create something by recycling it. So you're creating something old into something new. And I strongly feel that's what you are doing here. You guys are the actual patriarch or matriarch of your family dynamic. You are. The individuals that were once there, either they have passed away, or if they have not passed away and they're still living, they have been demoted from being that actual matriarch or patriarch of the family. A lot of healers tend to have that role as well too, added on to their actual, you know, your life mission, you being the matriarch or the patriarch of your family. But I know that you can handle it because you are the one that speaks truth, or you hold the truth, and you're going to do everything possible to ensure that you clear your bloodline to ensure that there's nothing but truth that is flowing through. So is it a big responsibility? Absolutely. Specifically, if you could be, you know, could be younger, older, take it how it resonates, but you're in a position where your ancestors or your guides are now giving you the baton to be that or to step into that role. And you're going to do really great with it. Yeah, so I'm going to look at this as dice, but you see the dice is in the sky or it's in the universe here. So it's like take your chances or roll the dice to get an outcome. But this, in this instance here, is going to be a great outcome because of the heart that is surrounding this actual blanket here. To me, that represents emotional security. So you are, or you're soon to be, emotionally secure within yourself here. That's going to allow you to be able to take more chances. I wouldn't even call it risk, but more so chances that's going to benefit in your favor for your family dynamic, for your bloodline, etc., etc. here. Yeah, you have great things coming for you. We have loyal in reverse. You're welcome. Okay. We have loyal in reverse. And then we have angels. So they knew that they weren't loyal when they were around you, but the angels were always around you here. Someone's name could be angel, or you may have always had an angelic force surrounding you. You could be eating ramen. Somebody loves ramen. Toxic family. If you had a child with a toxic family, or I'll put it this way, if you had a child with someone and their family is toxic, they're freaking out by you. They didn't want you to have this baby at that point in time. They may have done things to make you very sick while you were pregnant, or if your mate was carrying your child, take it how it resonates. But there's someone that may have had a very harsh pregnancy, or at the end of a pregnancy, or various pregnancies, take it how it resonates. They felt that you shouldn't bring in children or a child into this world because they knew that y'all wouldn't be like them. And they felt like if this child came into this world here, that is going to more so adopt your type of ideologies, but your ideologies are actually positive. It's not negative. But they didn't want their grandchild to grow up to be like good, or you may have been called like a goody two shoes, or a know-it-all, or something like that. And they didn't want you passing that down to your child, your actual child. This is really weird. Very, very weird. Hey, boo. Man, this is something. You might not even feel comfortable while you were around this person. You may have actually went ghost or just disconnected when you were around this person. Did you have a pregnancy scare when you were pregnant? For whoever this resonates, like, did something show up in your bloodstream or your urine sample when you were pregnant? I don't know. I feel like somebody was rigged, or more so set up to have like a dirty test, a urine test or a blood test. Because while you're pregnant, there's a series of blood tests and urine samples and things of that nature that you have to take, you know, to make sure that the child is healthy and things of that nature. But I don't know. I just feel like someone tried to set you up to say you had some form of paraphernalia within your bloodstream, or something. Your urine came back dirty or something like that. Because addictions is here. Hey, Carlo. I mean, this is very, very toxic here, but this toxic family, either your mom, your dad, or your child's mother or father, their family here, did things to get you to miscarry an actual child. I don't know. I just keep seeing lots of complications during an actual childbirth. And that was because of either your mother or father or your child's family, their other family dynamic. So take that how that resonates. Could be a Sagittarius. You could be, or they could be. Or you may have a child that's a Sagittarius, which could be December or January. So you may have a child that's born around those times. We also have untrustworthy as well, too. This is some insane stuff. All right, tell me more. Tell me more about the Sagittarius. What's going on with the Sagittarius? We have cheater. Maybe your child's mother, child's father cheated on you. Maybe they try to bring you back an STD while you were pregnant or carrying a baby. Take it how it resonates. But somebody did not want you to have a child. You're divorced from this person. And as you divorce or just separated, you don't have to be actually married or were married to this person. But you were in a position where you really separated from them or divorced them because they were pretending that everything was A-okay. And they had a secret lover too. I feel like your other child's parent here, their parents or their mother, their father knew they had a secret lover and were encouraging them to cheat on you. Encouraging them to cheat on you to where they were aware they had an STD. You didn't get it, but they were aware that their child or your child's other parent had an STD. They were aware because that's the type of stuff that they were into. Yep, they were into abusive things. They conformed to abuse. They praised abuse. For some of you guys, when you were with that person, if you don't have a child with them, okay, take it how it resonates, but you were just with that person in general here, they did a lot of things to get this person to abuse you too, with depression, too good to be true, and hitting the chenda. They wanted you to be depressed. It's like this mother figure, father figure of your ex wanted you to confide in them, and then they would twist your words. Wow. So if you come towards them about their child and you're dating their child or whatever the case may be, they will say, my son is not like that. My daughter's not like that. What are you talking about? But you went to this person and you were letting them know like, hey, such and such is this and such. No, and that's not true. And that's not because they were aware. They knew what they were doing. They were, as I mentioned, they used you as a form of protection. They did. The mother figure and the father figure, the family dynamic, you're not understanding just how much of a big wig of energy that you carry or that you are. And this mother figure or father figure of the ex that you were connected to, they knew your energy. And they wanted that person to stay close to you, but that person didn't know how to treat you right because they weren't raised right to treat other people right. They weren't even raised right to treat themselves right. So how you expect a person who don't even treat themselves right to treat you right, if that makes sense? You got jealous. Yeah. They were jealous at the time that this ex-love was not abusive to you at the time. And it don't have to be physical. It could be emotional, spiritual. It could be financial, mental, take it how it resonates. But they were abusive in some form or some way, shape, or form here. But I feel like the jealousy really stoked the fire or poked the fire surrounding this mother or father figure here. And it caused this person to be abusive towards you here. They knew what they were doing. We got justice. Okay, we have justice here. The justice here is the more that you speak out, the more that they incriminate themselves because they were the one that were talking and you were the one that staying quiet. No one knew what was going on because, again, they thought that you were off, you were weird. No one will believe you. Who will believe you is all of us against you. Okay, whatever. That's my motto. Okay, whatever you say. I don't care. I don't care what you think or what you say. I don't care if it's 10, 15, 20, 30 people coming up against me. I truly don't care. I know my power. I know mine's and I know yours. And I know that if you need a group of people to come up against me, you have none. That's what I always say. They always show you the blueprint as to who they are. So you don't put fear in my heart. You just don't. It just doesn't work for me. But anywho, with incrimination here, allowing them to speak first, is always the person that incite the arguments and stuff like that. They're, oh, did you hear what the collective did to me? And I can't believe it. And more 9 times out of 10, you probably didn't do anything to this person. Or if you did, it was because of what they were doing towards you and you got tired of them doing foolish things towards you, so you snap back or kind of retaliate back. And I use the air quotes very loosely when it comes to retaliation. It really wasn't a retaliation, but you felt like you needed to protect yourself here. So you're not in the wrong for that. You have every right to protect yourself. You do. But they didn't see it in that way. So by them speaking up and the collective and the collective and the collective and the collective and the collective, knowing that People outside extended family member knew their secret and they just felt so comfortable speaking about making up things about you. That just doesn't make sense to me. Is always the one that's very pushy, that has the most juiciest, darkest secrets. I mean, juicy. Juicy. And you feel comfortable talking about the collect, yeah, they did this to me, and then be like, well, what about that? What's that in your closet? What's the bones that's dangling in your closet? Oh, don't worry about that. No, we need to worry about that. We do. And this is where they become very angry and heartbroken. You ain't supposed to expose me. You ain't supposed to say nothing about me, but y'all can talk about us, karmic. You can't even speak the truth in regards to who we are. So why should we hide your lies? These people are old, they're boring, they're worn out. And when I say old, I don't mean in age. I just mean their patterns of destruction. It's so old, it's tiresome, it's worn out, it's play out. It's like, okay, what else you got? It's like trying to whack-a-mole. It's the same redundant thing over and over. I'm tired of whacking these moles. What else you got? It's just, you wasting my time. Stay out my way because you wasting my time. I'm going to end here with in regards to the Five of Wands. The arguing and fighting is going to spill on social media. It's causing an uproar on social media. Other extended families are going to be calling out people or this toxic mother, toxic family. Yeah, you know you did this, you did that. You know you're not right. It's going to play on social media. And you just sit back and watch. Get your drink, get your food, get your snacks. And you're going to start to see the shift. Because people are going to bring it to social media because they feel like, you know, they keep hiding it behind the scenes here, and people are feeling much more comfortable to air it out on social media. That's up to you. You do what you need to do. What is best for you? But people are going to be tuned in. They're going to be like, yo, that's crazy. You went through that? That happened to you? Yep. Yep. And people also going to be able to confirm the story that you're saying is true because they knew. They didn't say anything because they were afraid. You're not afraid, but they were. They're not afraid anymore, which is why they don't have a problem or issue bringing it to social media. I gotta get these new decks. I gotta get a new deck of this. But we have the Tower and Justice. Yeah, the truth brought down the lies. Thank you. Truth brought down the lies and to put things in balance. They lost the opportunity to put things in balance because they never wanted things to be balanced. They wanted to be reckless and ignorant. Okay, no problem. Well, that's what you're going to get. Now everything is going to come out recklessly and ignorantly on social media. That's what they want. That's what they get. It is what it is. Can't feel sorry for them. Just watch them fall. When they fall, step right over them and keep moving on with your life. It is what it is. You got Scorpio here. We have Sag. Who cares what they think, child? We got Cancer. We have Leo. They want you to think or care what they think because they feel like that, you know, you care, and you don't. You don't care. Taurus. You could be, they could be. Aries. They got all the fame or all the shame that they wanted. They wanted their 15 minutes of shame. They prayed and they prayed and they prayed and they prayed for it because the things that they're doing are very shameful. Behind the scenes, quietly, where no one can see. And it finally reared its ugly head. Aries. Scorpio. Right? So, if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. See y'all later.